Most people try to rush into starting their own trucking businesses and end up facing tons of unnecessary expenses and violations due to rookie mistakes. Hey guys, it's Jeremy from Suivant Consulting, and today I want to talk to you about the 3 most common mistakes we see new truck drivers make when starting their own businesses. Mistake number 1, hiring unreliable drivers. This is one of the most common mistakes we see most new truck drivers make when starting their new business. We all know that quality trucks are a great part of any trucking business, but what about quality drivers? It's too often that new truck drivers don't spend enough time on staffing when they start their own businesses, contacting references, conducting background checks, or doing any research at all on the drivers. So, if you started your own trucking business and you're ready to hire some employees, hire some drivers, please make sure you do your homework. Look into their work history, but you have to make sure that they have a clean driving history. You have to remember that the driver is a reflection of your brand, and your brand is ultimately what's going to determine whether you succeed or fail in this industry. Mistake number 2, not knowing all of your real expenses. There are tons of direct and indirect expenses to consider before hitting the road. So if you're smart, you would create a budget, but even then you can run into some problems later on down the line if you're inexperienced. Justifying expenses based on planned revenue, or worse, not having a budget set aside for breakdowns, which can leave a devastating impact on your business in the long run. When constructing a budget, it's important to be able to consider all costs, but more importantly, be realistic about your profit margins. If the numbers don't make sense, don't force them to make sense. That means it's time to go back to the drawing board. Mistake number 3, not seeking proper guidance. This is a hidden trap. We all know that one person that thinks they can do any and everything by themselves, that's overly confident in their ability to run the entire show, which is fine, but in this industry, overconfidence and ignorance can be costly, but many times it can be avoided. So even if you don't work with us here at Suivant Consulting, we highly recommend networking with somebody who's experienced to help you avoid the common pitfalls in the industry. There are just some mistakes that you shouldn't have to make. So guys, these were the top 3 mistakes we see new truck drivers make when starting their new trucking businesses. So if you're ready to start your own business, feel free to give us a call for a free 15-minute consultation. Visit our website at www.suivantconsulting.com. And as always, your legacy awaits.